Spin Topical back with another video. I am Strange Wang, and just like every other YouTube channel on YouTube, I got social media. The person I do YouTube with, Nate, he has social media. The channel has social media. You can find all that in the description box down below. I'm talking Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We also have a coffee account and a Patreon, so if you want to donate that Bob De Niro, help pay some bills around here so we can make more YouTube videos and make those YouTube videos better for you, the viewer. That'd be great. But let's get down to brass tacks. I gave The Guilty. This is the Netflix, not the Danish original that came out 2018. I learned that. Who knew? It's on Hulu. I'll probably go check that out in the next couple weeks. But The Guilty, I gave a 7.3 out of 10 Wangs.
Why? 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 Why?
Because I think the overall idea of this film, to have a person who was hurt and confused inside, to have him learn about himself while on this thrilling phone call to save lives, because that's what this film is. Jake Gyllenhaal, he's learning about himself through this call, and I think that is spectacular. The idea, I think, is phenomenal, because you're playing off of all these stereotypes. The cop stereotype, how America perceives women, how America perceives felons. All these stereotypes are in this film, and you're just playing off of them instinctively, and come out, not everything is what it seems. And I think playing with that and this idea in this environment of America right now, I think this film has something to say. I don't think it says it quite loud enough, but it does at least whisper it to you. It's in the conversation, and I think that was excellent. I wasn't not expecting to get that from this film, because that adds a emotional layer that I didn't think this film was going to bring. And a film like this is a thriller, so you'll be asking questions in this film. It does let you ask questions, because you're asking questions about the case, you're asking questions about his personal life, and he has court in the morning, and he's on trial. So you're asking questions in these three categories. So every 5 minutes you're like,
I got a question!
And then you're watching a little bit more, and then you're like,
can I ask you one more question?
And next thing you know, you're 45 questions deep, and the film looks at you and asks you,
Asking all them questions.
But I love to ask questions during movies, because that means I'm invested, and it's creative investment from the film. It's manipulating you to ask these questions, and I think that's great. It's a great way for investment, because if you ask questions, that means you care. And the other thing that I cared about in this film was the twist. I thought it was great. It was very unexpected, which is nice, because a lot of times in movies nowadays, especially the big blockbuster CGI movies, is me personally, it's very easy to see what's going to happen next. If Venom, if he's on the poster, god damn it, Venom's going to win. Shang-Chi, his name's on the poster, he's going to win. It's just something that always happens. And if both their names on the poster, like King Kong and Godzilla, it's a draw. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what the outcome is before you even go and see the movie. But with a film like this, and with the twist they throw in there, it just throws you for a whirl, and you don't know what's going to happen. And that is great. But there was a couple things that I did not like about this film, which is why it wasn't a 10 out of 10. That's why it's a 7.3 out of 10, I personally thought. And that is because this film is an hour and a half. Personally, I think that is too long. A tight 70 minutes would have been
perfect.
And because this film is a thriller, it kind of goes in fighting. I grew up in the streets, because a thriller is kind of the same as a fight. The quicker things happen, the less time you have to react and then think. If you get in a fight and the guy hits you and then y'all squaring up for a minute, you have time to plan your next move. He swung from the right, so he's probably right-handed. But if he just keeps hitting you, instinctively you're going to react and not be like, okay, well, if I come in like this. So the quicker this film is, the tighter the tension is, the tighter the details are, the twists, the turns, and they hit you, and you don't have time to think. because this film, it personally gave me too much time to think, and my investment level was coming down, and then it was a roller coaster. I was going up and down on my investment just because there's so much time in this film that I was just like, okay, this doesn't really matter. He's kind of going in circles right now. Let me check my cell phone. Let me do this. Let me grab something to drink. There's too much time in there that is distracting, because a lot of this movie he's just chasing his tail. And that's no fun for anybody, because it happens over and over again. Once or twice, that makes perfect sense to happen because it creates this frustration. But after the third or fourth time, you're just like, we get it. We're not stupid. But the other thing that I personally did not like about this film was the director, Antoine Fuqua. He's a good director, Training Day, Equalizer films, worked a lot with Denzel. I personally thought he was the wrong director for this story. It's like giving a roofer a job to put in hardwood floors. A roofer has tools, but they're just not the right tools.
Makes sense.
You get someone in there who knows how to direct a thriller, let's say an Aaron Sorkin type. Not his type of thriller, but he knows how to make that dialogue back and forth snap, quick, impactful, because this film's all dialogue. You are literally following Jake Gyllenhaal to 3 different rooms and hearing him talk through the whole film. Who did 7? David Fincher. David Fincher. He would have been great for this as well. Tarantino even, because, maybe not Tarantino, but you get the point. You get a better director in there, and maybe it's as good as the Danish one apparently is, because that has 98% of Rotten Tomatoes, which I'm surprising, because I can't wait to see what they do with it over there. But I think Antoine Fuqua, he put in a good try, but again, he didn't have the right tools in his tool belt to really make this what it could have been. And I think that this film does leave a lot of potential on the table. And just like Sonny said in Bronx Tale, wasted potential is no good. It's the worst. But this is a good movie. Everyone has Netflix, what I'm talking about. When you go on your Netflix today, check it out. It's a very, very solid watch. Tell me what you think about it. If you've already seen it, down in the comment section below. You know what I think about it. It's a 7.3 out of 10 Wangs. It's a good, solid movie. But after you tell me your thoughts in the comment section, scroll back up, hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.